Funding for this program was made possible by the Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale. Coming up on this episode of NSTV.
Who won this year's I Love My Neighborhood poster contest?
What are volunteers doing to keep Glendale beautiful? Find out the answers to these questions and many more right now on NSTV.
So you won't want to miss it.
NSTV.
A GEM Award from the City of Glendale.
I'm Noreen Benjaminson.
I'm Sandra Rodriguez.
NSTV. In the Adopt a Block program.
The Junior Ambassadors.
Code Enforcement Minute. GEM Awards. Neighborhood Services TV.
Hi there, Jewel City. I'm Noreen Benjaminson.
And I'm Sandra Rodriguez.
Welcome to another new episode of NSTV, your window to the world of programs and projects sponsored by the City of Glendale Neighborhood Services and its community partners.
In today's episode, you'll see how residents of all ages take pride in their neighborhoods. We'll show you just a small sample of the variety of programs and projects Neighborhood Services sponsors in partnership with the community.
Let's get started with a special report from correspondent Jason Webb on location at the I Love My Neighborhood Poster Contest Awards ceremony.
I'm at the Glendale Civic Auditorium where elementary school children from all over Glendale are being recognized for their outstanding entries to the 2006 I Love My Neighborhood Poster Contest. These students' posters were selected out of close to 10,000 entries that were submitted to Neighborhood Services this year.
Hi, I'd like to welcome all of you here today for what usually is our most popular and most fun event to celebrate the talents of the young people who live in the city of Glendale.
The whole purpose of it is what is now teaching the young people in the schools about neighborhood pride, about keeping the city clean. And where that message has to start is with the very young. And then to have a contest on top of it has to be just that's absolutely great.
For the past 13 years, the Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale and Neighborhood Services have been partnering with Glendale schools to educate school-age children and their families about litter prevention and neighborhood pride. This year, Glendale joined forces with the Glendale Historical Society in honor of Glendale's 100th anniversary as an incorporated city and developed the theme 100 Years of Neighborhood Pride.
The finalists of this year's 2006 I Love My Neighborhood Poster Contest.
This year's finalists and all the students who participated in the poster contest will be sure to think twice about littering. Let's hear what some of the kids had to say about what they learned from the contest this year. Who do you have writing on Litter Not here in your poster?
Bob, a character I made up. I just imagined him. I learned that our community has to be clean, and if people like throw trash or something or litter, I would clean it up. The theme is 100 years of neighborhood pride, and I thought it would be cool if you did a birthday cake, because it's kind of like a symbol that you're proud of somebody. I drew a donkey because I have a birthday cake over a birthday hat, and he's in a background, and it's all clean because he's cleaned up a lot of stuff.
Andre, did you think you'd be a finalist today at the poster contest?
I actually had no idea I would be a finalist. When my teacher told me, I was shocked because I always considered myself a really bad artist.
It doesn't look like you're a bad artist to me. Let's talk to Isabel Meyer of the Glendale Historical Society. I understand the Historical Society has a special surprise for the top 3 finalists this year.
Yes, we're thrilled to be part of this event. We have a close link to both the city and the Glendale Unified School District because hundreds of third graders come on a field trip to the doctor's house every year. So we're very happy to provide the 3 finalists and their families with a Victorian-style party in the gazebo of the doctor's house.
Thank you, Isabel. And thank you to the Glendale Historical Society for their generous support. During today's awards ceremony, Alice Petrosian of the Glendale Unified School District was honored for her ongoing support of the poster contest with the Outstanding Community Partner Award.
Thank you so much. I'm totally surprised. Thank you, First Lutheran School. Thank you for including art to all the schools, and for the special money that go to all the schools for art and art supplies. Thank you.
Thanks to Alice Petrosian, Assistant Superintendent of Glendale Unified School District, participation in the poster contest has increased to nearly 100% involvement by Glendale Unified School District elementary schools.
The 2006 Robert Newcomb Outstanding Glendale Unified School District participant is John D. Fremont Elementary School. Congratulations. The 2006 Outstanding Private School participant is Chamlian Armenian School.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in inviting, here we go, Jim, Gina, Joyce, Joshua, and John Lee to accept this Neighborhood Pride Award for their enthusiastic support and volunteerism.
I really didn't know about this prize today, and thanks to everybody, and we really had a good experience through the many years.
Now I believe it is time to take a look at this year's top 10 winners, and this year's grand prize winning poster will finally be revealed.
Okay, this year's 10th place award goes to Brandon Chang from Montrose Christian Montessori School. Congratulations. The 9th place finalist is Maria Mascar from Salem Lutheran School. Congratulations. The 8th place finisher, Camilo Torok from La Crescenta Elementary School. The 7th place finalist is Robert Nazarian from Antonian Art Center. Congratulations. 6th place finalist goes to Erica Choi from Lincoln Elementary School. Congratulations. 5th place finish goes to Maggie Baharian, from Dunsmore Elementary School. Congratulations. 4th place finalist Spencer Dryden from Fremont Elementary School. And we're down to 3rd place finish. Ariana Aristamian from White Elementary School. Congratulations. 2nd place finish. Josephine Rivera from Columbus Elementary School. Congratulations. There's only one winner left. Remember what I said, you're all winners, so don't anybody go out of here with tears in their eyes. So the one winner this year, whose picture I guess will be put on posters around the city, is Andre Abulian from John C. Fremont Elementary School. I was looking at your picture back there. Where'd you get that idea?
Well, Glendale is such a diverse community that I thought that, well, that's exactly how Glendale is, so that's how I drew it.
Very good. And what grade are you in?
6th.
Congratulations.
Community support and sponsorships are crucial to the success of programs like the poster contest. Glendale Water and Power is a longtime supporter and legacy sponsor of the poster contest. Here with me now is Ned Basson of Glendale Water and Power.
This is my personal favorite program, and I think of that because I get to see the children showing their artistic talent and their creativity in the posters that they do. And we've had 10,000 children submit posters, so I know it's a very effective way to get the word out.
As a sponsor, do you think it's important to promote programs like this, events like this?
Well, I think it is very much so. Glendale Water and Power is part of this community, and this particular program helps teach children at a young age the importance of keeping their community clean and beautiful.
Thank you, Ned. And thanks again for your continued generous support of this program. The Public Works Department has also remained a consistent, generous supporter of the poster contest. Here to say a few words is Steve Zern of Public Works.
It's a great program for the city, for the kids, and more importantly, it's lessons that the kids can learn about graffiti and litter removal and share that with their peers and spread that throughout the community. It's just a fantastic program. We're proud to be a sponsor of this program.
Thank you, Steve, and thank you to Public Works for their continued support. Some of our other regular sponsors are Ara Abrahamian of DPS Digital Imaging, who provides the color separation services, and Mark Iwakari from J&L Press, who provides the reproduction of the posters for us year after year. Andre, did you ever think you'd be the first place winner today at the poster contest?
Never.
What were the languages written on your poster?
I had, I think, Korean, French, English, Armenian.
Well, it's a great job, Andre. All of them say, keep your city clean. That is exactly what we hope all Glendale residents will do. Thanks for a great poster, Andre.
You're welcome.
That wraps up another successful awards ceremony. For more information about this or any other Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale program, call 818-548-3700 or visit our website at www.ns.ci.glendale.ca.us. For NSTV, I'm Jackson Webb.
Thanks, Jackson. Having students understand what neighborhood pride really means is very important. If they can make the connection between their actions and the quality of life in their neighborhoods, there's a good chance they'll become adults who take pride in their communities too.
That is so true. One group of people I know that really takes pride in their neighborhood is the Kenneth Village Merchants. They took part in a clean sweep of their business district this spring. In a clean sweep, merchants team up with city staff and volunteers to keep Glendale business districts dazzling. They sweep the streets and sidewalks in front of their stores to demonstrate their commitment to a clean and healthy community. I had the chance to talk with some of the Kenneth Village merchants while they were out there keeping their storefronts clean. Let's hear what they had to say. As we all know, keeping the community clean is everyone's job. And this spring, the Kenneth Village merchants participated in the semi-annual Kenneth Village Clean Sweep. Neighborhood Services has partnered with the Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale and Development Services to promote clean business districts for the past 7 years. So let's go and talk to some of the Kenneth Village merchants right now and see what they think about participating in this year's Kenneth Village Clean Sweep.
Oh, it makes a very big difference. Of course, especially living in Glendale. This is a beautiful city. We have to keep it clean. And especially for the clients that we have, City of Glendale, we have some of the most wonderful people living in Glendale, so we have to keep our businesses just like our homes, our neighborhood. We all, pretty much everybody in the village does live in Glendale and appreciates keeping their neighborhood clean. So I think it makes a very big difference.
I think it's more comfortable for the customers that come. They feel safer, and it's just nicer. It makes a nicer community.
Well, I think if everybody gets out here and works together as a team, I think that's what the main ticket is that everybody just works together and appreciates each other, and we just keep the village clean because it's such a unique, quaint place to come, and people are finding out about us, and we love that. And so as long as people just be enthusiastic about what they do and love their businesses, we're just going to keep going strong and keep the village clean. That's important.
Oh, the benefits are simply outstanding. Can you imagine if all America was as clean as Kenneth Village? Kenneth Village is one of the most cleanest places I've ever seen. It's like Mayberry all over again. Everyone gets along, everyone pitches in, the neighborhood loves to shop here. And one of the reasons they love to shop here is because we keep a clean face all the way around.
Well, it just, looks better, and obviously we're, taking care of our area and also the earth, because, if you sweep it into the streets, it goes into the ocean. So, we really need to take care of ourselves and everybody.
Keep Glendale pretty.
It's like a little getaway. People look forward to come to the village and visit, and so keeping it clean is very important to have everything, nicely and kept up.
We're glad to have all of you guys out here and have you join with us on a clean sweep activity here at Kenneth Village. The clean sweep is an opportunity for us in city government to do a little work with our commercial neighborhoods throughout the community, because we realize it's a partnership to keep those neighborhoods looking top drawer.
We love our village and we want to just keep it clean, and we support the city for helping us, and we're going to clean this place up.
That's right.
Would you encourage other business districts to participate in the Clean Sweep program?
Absolutely. It doesn't hurt. We all love to have a clean city and a clean neighborhood. And, this is Glendale. We got to keep it clean, and everybody does appreciate it, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It only takes seconds to do it and to keep your place nice and clean.
I love taking care of this place and making everybody happy.
Definitely. I think that every time you go into a place, if it's a restaurant or if it's even just walking down the street and you see a clean environment, you see people taking pride in what they do, I think you're always going to come back, and I think it's good for business. So I encourage everybody to do that.
Sure, everybody participates in the village already, and I think everybody should keep in front of their stores and businesses clean at all times.
Well, I think that's as good as our street can get. You have these ash receptacles here throughout the street, and I was just wondering if you could tell me, have you seen any benefit from having those there?
We voted at our Merchants Association meeting. We decided that what was happening was people were just putting them on the street in the tree wells, and so we put them in, and I've seen a big difference. I think people, they see them, they're going to put them there, and it's going to help us keep our village clean.
Not only is it important to keep storefronts clean by sweeping up, but it is also important to remember not to sweep the debris into the gutter, where it would be washed into the storm drains and eventually out to the ocean. To prevent stormwater pollution, we ask the merchants to sweep the debris into a dustpan and dispose of it into a trash receptacle. On behalf of all those involved, I'd like to thank you for your efforts to keep Kenneth Village clean and beautiful year-round. For more information on the Clean Sweep program or to hold a clean sweep in your business district, call Neighborhood Services at 818-548-3700. From Kenneth Village, I'm Noreen Benjaminson.
From business districts to neighborhoods to your very own front lawn, taking pride in your neighborhood can be demonstrated in many ways.
And one of those many ways we've seen people show their own community responsibility is by keeping their homes and yards in great shape year-round. For those efforts, we like to commend them with the GEM Property Maintenance Award. By making exterior, structural, and landscaping improvements, homeowners not only improve their own home, but the entire neighborhood. Let's join Larry Ringel of the Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale with our latest GEM Award recipients.
Thanks, Noreen. With me today is Sandra Goff in front of her beautiful home at 435 Cumberland Road. Sandra and her husband Greg are the proud recipients of the GEM Property Maintenance Award. So let's learn a little bit about the Goffs and their home. I understand you've lived in Glendale for 18 years. What brought you here to the Jewel City?
Well, one of the main things that we were looking for in purchasing a home was the Spanish Mediterranean style. We found that was really predominant in this area, and we just liked that the areas were so well maintained, and people seemed to take a lot of pride in maintaining their homes. And when we drove up to this home, talking about curb appeal, it was really, beautiful. We looked up and went, wow. And it's a corner lot. It's high profile. And it just had a lot of spectacular points of character that a lot of other homes don't seem to have. Frescoes that are painted on the ceiling and on the walls, and beautiful backyard. It had that kind of old world charm that we liked. Maybe a house you'd see in Italy or Spain or somewhere like that.
Tell us something about the improvements that you've made to the house.
Well, originally the idea was to do a room-by-room restoration. And we soon found out that you think you buy a house like this, but it owns you, because you get pulled into all the work, and of course lots of money and time. But it was very rewarding just to redo room by room. The house had aluminum windows, which was not original in 1929 when the home was built. So we did some rooms. The house has 40 windows, so it's going to be quite an expensive venture to redo all of them. By little, what was original was the wood casement windows that crank out, and we took out the aluminum windows in some of the rooms upstairs and did that. And it had like shag carpet from the 60s, and we took out all the wall-to-wall carpeting and redid the floors. It had beautiful, well-kept hardwood floors that were underneath that carpet. And try to keep it within the spirit of what it would have looked like in the 20s, and an elegant, kind of a European traditional look to it.
We understand that you have a great gardener. Tell us a little bit about what he does.
Yeah, Francisco's been with me probably about 10 years. He's a landscape artist as well. He just plants new flowers every season according to what will complement the house, the colors. He knows I like tulips, for instance, and roses. I think flowers always just add a nice touch. Just some contrasting colors like purple and white, or purple and yellow, and according to what colors your house might be painted. And just keep it maintained, keep it up, and a green lawn.
What motivates you to keep your home so beautiful?
Pride of ownership is, I feel blessed to have a home like this. When people come to visit, I just get a lot of oohs and ahs, and had some great parties here.
I understand there's a very interesting history on this house. Will you tell us about it?
There is. The family that built the home, he was born in Germany, the man, and he spoke 5 languages. So the house is very ornate and European in nature. And he owned a liquor store in L.A., and it was during the Volstead Act and like Prohibition, and he didn't want to give the liquor that he had from his liquor store back to the government because he paid for it already. So he built the home with hiding places all through the home, under the basement, up big closets that are upstairs, and attics, where he hid all this liquor. And they had some pretty great parties here, I understand, because there was the only family around that had any alcohol. But that was a fun story about the people that built the home. He brought in an artist from Italy, for instance, and hand-painted frescoes on the basement area on the ceiling. And also in the entryway, in the back of the doors, there's hand-painted frescoes that are signed in the corner from this Italian artist.
You've done a wonderful job with your home. And I want to present you as a representative from the Committee for Clean and Beautiful Glendale with this GEM Award, which is really our appreciation for your having a GEM house in the Jewel City.
Thank you. I'm honored, really.
Also, you'll have this sign, which will go out in the front to represent and validate you for everything that you've done to contribute to Glendale and to the neighborhood. From the home of Greg and Sandra Goff, back to you, Noreen.
Thanks, Larry, and congratulations to Sandra and Gregory Goff. What a stellar example of that special sense of neighborhood pride Glendale residents are known for.
That's true, and when they aren't busy making their own homes look beautiful, you can be sure to find residents of all ages working together to make the city look even better. That's all the time we have for now. For more information about any of the programs featured in this month's episode of NSTV, please contact Neighborhood Services at 818-548-3700.
We would love to hear from you. If you have any comments about today's show or ideas for upcoming episodes, send us an email at nstv@ci.glendale.ca.us.
On behalf of the entire staff at Neighborhood Services, we thank you for joining us for this episode of NSTV. I'm Sandra Rodriguez.
And I'm Noreen Benjaminson. Remember, keep the Verdugos green
and Glendale clean. See you next time.
For NSTV, I'm Jackson Webb.
He's like peeking.
I know he's like this.
Yeah, he's peeking around the corner to check you out. That's so funny.
Look, he moved his head.
Yeah, I saw it. Don't get that part.
Okay.
That wraps up another successful award ceremony. For more information about... It wasn't bad, it was awful.
I just wanted to start laughing.
Thank you, Isabel, and thank you to the Glendale Historical Society for their generous support. Community support.
He's our biggest NSTV viewer.
You know, I might have to get a restraining order.
Yeah, you might.
Funding for this program was made possible by the Committee for a Clean and Beautiful Glendale.